Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're tackling a topic that honestly, almost all of us are going to face, but absolutely zero of us feel fully prepared for. We're talking about the overwhelming, sometimes incredibly stressful logistics of sympathy gifting. You know, when someone we care about loses a loved one, we just want to support them. But figuring out exactly how to do that, well, it can suddenly feel like navigating a total minefield of unspoken rules.
Picture this, you just get the text, or that dreaded phone call. You hear the heartbreaking news, and after that initial awful shock wears off, you literally just freeze. You're standing there thinking, okay, I need to send something. But what? Do I send it right this second? Do I wait for the funeral? Oh my gosh, is it too late if I already missed the service? If you've ever felt that paralyzing anxiety, just constantly second-guessing your timing and your gift choice, I want to completely validate that for you right now. It is incredibly common. We have all been there.
All right, let's just dive right into this. First, we'll navigate the timeline of grief. Then, we'll look at practical comfort in the early days, followed by the funeral gathering stage. After that, we're going to discuss the incredible power of late gifts, how to navigate culture and location, and finally, providing meaningful support with Walwater gifts.
Okay, starting right off with Section 1, Navigating the Grief Timeline.
You know, formal etiquette guides certainly exist, like this classic one from Bush Funeral, and they offer all the traditional rules. But what we're actually doing today is decoding the very real, very human reality behind those rules. We are looking way past the stiff formality to figure out what a grieving household actually needs.
Because look, when bad news hits your circle, your absolute first instinct is to help. It's a beautiful, completely natural human response. But here is the secret, the real key that unlocks sympathy gifting. The appropriateness of your helpful gesture drastically shifts as time passes. Basically, what is profoundly helpful on day 1 might be totally overwhelming by day 14.
So it helps to break down a mourning family's needs into 4 distinct phases. First up, you have the first 72 hours. That's acute shock. Then, days 4 to 14, which usually center around the funeral. Next is weeks 2 to 6, a really tough phase called the quietening. And finally, months 2 to 12, which is a long grief. Honestly, once you understand this timeline, choosing the right gift becomes so much clearer.
Moving right along to Section 2, Early Days, Practical Comfort.
When you are putting together a gift basket for those first 72 hours, do not, I repeat, do not worry about being glamorous. A grieving family is usually just living out of their kitchen, fielding back-to-back phone calls, and dealing with incredibly heavy, unexpected decisions like burial or cremation options. Trust me, they are not cooking. So what do they actually need? They need shelf-stable snacks, tea, paper towels, and trash bags. I know, it sounds unromantic, but frame these practical items as the ultimate stress relief. Tossing in gift cards for groceries or even quiet, respectful resources like guides for what to do with ashes can be just incredibly grounding for a family living in pure chaos. Which brings us to Section 3, the funeral gathering stage. Notice how the needs completely build over time. In those early days, you're sending small practical comfort items just for the immediate family's basic survival. But fast forward to the funeral gathering, days 4 to 14, and suddenly the family is actively hosting. This is the moment for those large format baskets. Think big, shareable hampers of premium tea, biscuits, and easy food. You are essentially providing crucial logistical support so the family has something to serve the revolving door visitors who are arriving to pay their respects.
All right, Section 4, the power of late gifts.
So experts call this next phase the quieting. It's that period between weeks 2 and 6. And the stark contrast between the crowded, chaotic first week and this incredibly isolating phase, well, it is jarring. The cards stop coming in the mail, the visitors pack up and go home, and the bereaved person is left to navigate the intense, quiet, daily reality of grief largely alone. Because everyone else has gone back to their normal routines, this is almost always the absolute hardest stretch.
And that is exactly why late gifts are pure magic. While those early gifts were all about sustenance and just managing the chaos, gifts sent in the later months, during the quieting or even on the 1-year anniversary, focus entirely on remembrance. This is the perfect time for keepsakes, gently scented candles, or maybe even memorial jewelry, like a beautiful cremation pendant. Sending a gift months later is uniquely powerful because it sends a profound, simple message. I haven't forgotten.
Next up, Section 5, Navigating Culture and Location.
Now, what's really fascinating here is how much expectations shift depending on geography as well as cultural and religious traditions. For example, if you're sending a sympathy gift to Southern Europe, places like Italy or Spain, they have these strong communal mourning traditions that are often deeply intertwined with Catholic practices. So immediate gestures sent before the funeral are culturally expected and highly valued. But head over to Northern Europe or Austria, where Protestant or more secular cultural norms lean toward being quite reserved, and modesty is totally key. In Austria, it's actually preferred that you send post-funeral wellness or food items, sticking to soft, respectful hues rather than any bright colors, just to properly honor their mourning practices.
Beyond the country itself, you also have to systematically think about the specific delivery location. Step 1. Are you sending this straight to the funeral home? If so, definitely stick to light foods, fruits, or nuts that visitors can snack on right then and there during the wake. Step 2. Sending to the private home? This is your go-to for comforting meals, those large shareable hampers we talked about, or those beautiful late keepsakes meant to support private grief. Step 3. What if your relationship with the person is strictly professional? Well, then the workplace is the appropriate destination for a thoughtful, tasteful hamper.
And finally, Section 6, Meaningful Support with Walwater Gifts. Before we jump into the final logistics, I really want you to take this quote to heart. The fundamental gesture of reaching out matters more than precise timing. Look, I know we just spent this whole explainer breaking down the timeline of grief, and yes, timing absolutely matters. But please, never ever let the fear of getting the timing wrong stop you from reaching out. The simple, beautifully human act of reaching across a distance just to say, I see you and I'm here, is ultimately what truly counts. Imperfect timing is always better than silence.
So, when you are ready to make that gesture, Walwater Gifts is the ultimate, totally stress-free provider for European sympathy hampers. They handle direct, fast delivery across Europe. And yeah, that includes rural areas. You also don't have to worry about surprise customs fees ambushing the grieving family, which is a huge relief. They use discreet, neutral packaging that fully respects those local religious and cultural customs we just discussed, and they offer beautifully tailored options like tea, food, and wellness hampers. They even take care of personalized, translated sympathy notes so your message lands perfectly no matter the language.
If you want to easily send a compassionate, beautifully arranged hamper that arrives at exactly the right time with literally zero stress on your end, you definitely need to check them out. You can find the exact right gesture for your specific situation over at sendgiftsineurope.com/sympathy-and-condolence-gifts. It really just takes all the guesswork out of a highly emotional process.
All right, I want to leave you with a final thought to ponder today. Who in your life is navigating the quietening phase right now? Who do you know that suffered a loss, maybe a month ago, or 6 months ago, or even a year ago? Take everything we unpacked today and be the person who reaches out when everyone else has moved on. Send them a reminder today that they are still held. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will catch you next time.